Spawning in the bottom right position as our red Zerg player. He took out QXC. Can he defeat the last American hope? He is. Yugioh. And spawning in the top left position as the blue Zerg player, coming from the cold depths of Canada, but currently she's actually in Korea right now. It is from Team Acer, Scarlett. Well, cross-spawn ZvZ on Star Station. What a way to potentially wind things down here for the RSL gNations. This is our second match, guys. The last match we had was Europe versus CIS, and Europe managed to win pretty damn well. So, of course, you can always check those VODs out on my YouTube channel. Or if you're already watching this from the VOD, welcome. I kind of anticipated that. It's weird. But, yeah, so lots of great matches and series coming on, of course. So, and a big thanks to the sponsors of this event, Ritmix, of course, and sc2tv.ru. They also run our Russian stream. Very awesome people. So, major props to all of them for helping, run and support esports and get these awesome events and bring these great players together to play some damn StarCraft. So, I have to say on this map, well, both players actually going to go hatch first, so we have quite a bit of downtime here, and I do have to say that as far as anything goes here, I'm feeling like Scarlett is one of those few foreigners that can really take games off of Koreans in such a good way. When you really think about it, Team America definitely didn't come in here as the favorite to win this match. But QXC, showed us a little bit of fighting spirit against the STC, and Yugioh is definitely not invincible. He's actually, he's been taken out by foreigners plenty of times in the Acer Team Story Cup, so there's definitely hope here for Scarlett. I actually don't know if these guys have played in Acer Team Story Cup. At least, Scarlett versus Yugioh, but that's just one of the other things I was casting. Right before, actually, I played this, Scarlett actually played two games, two Zerg versus Protosses, earlier today, actually right before this match. So I know she's warmed up. I know she is definitely ready to play. So she actually took a game off of Crank and then lost to Crank. As Crank was the ace player, he was revived. So, of course, that was ZVP and not ZvZ. But Zergling Speed is now going to start for Scarlett. She has those queens on the way, coming out. And Yugioh, he's got the first couple of Zerglings beginning to make their way across the playing field. And, yeah, nothing unusual. Of course, the Overlords, if you guys are wondering, you put them out in front of your opponent's base that you can see anything that might go by the center area. Baneling Nest is on the way, though, so this is a very standard setup. You put your first 100 gas turns that Zergling Speed, and then the next 50 goes straight into your Baneling Nest, and that's just how you play. And then it comes down to who wants to be aggressive, who's going to try to get their lair up first. We have a Spine Crawler for Scarlett, much faster than any kind of defense for Yugioh. And Yugioh might be skipping out on this Spine Crawler because he wants to get on the aggressive side. He does actually... Actually, he's going to get a lot of drones. Scarlett's the one getting a lot of Zerglings. So this is slightly interesting. Yugioh has a couple Lings. Might get caught off here. And Scarlett should be able to pick these off. Of course, the Lings won't be able to see anything terribly exciting or interesting. Both players have defensively placed their Baneling Nest in such a way that they actually help give this little space for the Queen. So it's a very, very nice touch in case of Zergling run-bys. But now Scarlett has a lot of Lings crossing the map. We do have a lair on the way for both players, so it doesn't look like either of them really want to commit. Scarlett might just be willing to throw a Baneling or two at Yugioh, but since Banelings are already on the field for Yugioh, he has two of them himself. I don't really see Scarlett doing much damage with this. Her own Baneling's going to get the... Oh, a great hit, actually, from Yugioh onto those Zerglings. So, hero Banelings. I still love the Banelings have kill counters. Probably my favorite thing in all of StarCraft. But Scarlett's going to kill off one of Yu-Gi-Oh's Overlords. Pretty nice. It will die a horrible, painful death and splatter itself all over this Baneling's egg. And this Queen's actually getting caught off creep. The Zerglings are trying to get some damage in on it, but Scarlett brings down another Queen, so not really an issue here. And she'll be able to send it straight back up to eject. Of course, she anticipated a possible counterattack because she did lose a lot of Zerglings there to that Baneling from Yugioh. But she already has a good number of Lings pocketed herself, and she's going to run them across the field now and possibly try to do some damage before Yugioh can actually get his Spire up. Scarlett has her own Spire on the way. Every bit of gas she spends is less Mutalisks that she will be able to produce. She's going to make 2 Banelings already now and continuing to sprint across the playing field. Now, Banelings are on the way for Yugioh. He's moving his Spine up as well, but what's going to be very important here, as we do know that Yugioh sees this coming. He has the Overlords in position. He knows. He knows. Third base is on the way, though, and what Scarlett wants to do is deny this, but some great Baneling hits going to kill everything. Oh my god, Scarlett. Definitely an uncharacteristic mistake on her part there. Losing all of her Zerglings like that is something that never happens to Scarlett. She has a couple of Banelings prepared, but there's nothing here to cover for them, so he can just pick off individual Lings to go kill these Banelings. And Scarlett is at huge risk of a counterattack right now, although it looks like Yugioh isn't even going to try that. Yugioh looks like he wants to just sit back. No, he wants to come in here. He should try to deny this third base. Ideally, this would be a really, really big advantage for him since he has his own third base about to complete. And with these gas geysers, he's actually going to be able to get himself up a lot of additional Mutalisks because just you're mining more gas. Duh. 7 Mutalisks on the way for Scarlett. And Yugioh, he's not going to really be able to be stopped here when it comes to killing off this hatchery, and I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh's got this in the bag. Yeah, he actually kills it. No cancel from Scarlett. If she definitely feels a little shaken up. She's playing from Korea, so we are on the Korean server. There shouldn't be any lag that's affecting this. Just Scarlett just not feeling too hot this game, it seems. And the extra gas mining for Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be able to get him an extra Mutalisk. And if you look at it this way, from an extractor, you mine 100 gas per minute. So having these 2 geysers over a course of 4 minutes could end up giving, 8 extra Mutalisks over to Yugioh, which can be enough to turn the tide of a battle. So it's not like a sudden instant growth, but Yugioh's going to lose one of his Mutalisks. The Queen's getting in there with extra pokes as well. But Scarlett will take every edge where she can. Her third base is on the way again. It's only about a third of the way done, though. And she's trying to come in here, put some pressure. We'll be able to pick off a Queen, maybe. Yep, does grab that, but Baneling's blowing up on Scarlett's Lings again, and the problem here is that the Mutalisk bounce is going to be going onto units other than just the Mutas, which is going to allow Yugioh to take a little bit less damage on these attacks and force Scarlett's Mutas to eat more, which is going to allow Yugioh to barely hold that attack off. But he is doing all that he can, and he's honestly doing pretty well. We have a Zergling run by going over towards the top left side of the map at the same time as the Zergling. Mutalisk flyby. I guess I'd say drive-by. These gangster Mutalisks. It's like, I just imagine chasing them down the street, and these Mutalisks just like, oh man, kind of get into a fight here. And Yugioh gets right on top of Scarlett's Mutalisks. Oh goodness, actually, who's going to win this fight? It looks like Scarlett is going to lose out here, and the Zerglings are going to come in here and possibly deny this third base once again since all the Mutas are gone. Scarlett, not feeling too hot this game. This has not been her best game, and you know what? Sometimes you just get thrown off by little things. It was that one Baneling detonation earlier on really could have just completely screwed her mindset. And Yugioh, man, he is just preparing to move in and deal a lot more pain, saying, "Oh, I got the Mutalisk count lead for sure now, and you are going to pay for your aggression. I am going to take a 4-1 win here for Team Korea." And Scarlett trying to fight for Team America, trying to hold on as long as she can. Will she be able to? Has to force another fight here, and Yugioh's Mutalisks get right on top of hers again, and it just doesn't seem like there's too many options. The Zerglings are beginning to split themselves off between all of Scarlett's bases, and Scarlett can't get away from Yugioh's Mutas because, yeah, she has to defend. GG, Yugioh.